Hi everybody, today I am addressing an issue I am having with my Demeter microphone preamp. It is very distorted, and so I'm going to test it one last time before I pull it out of the rack, and then I'm going to pull it apart to see if maybe it's something obvious that I can fix. I am going to be using, where did I put it? I just misplaced the mic I just had, of course. Anyway, let me plug in this cable. It's an Sennheiser 421 with a shock mount. So to test it, I got to unplug the cable that goes into the live room. Oh no, knock my panel down. I'll fix that later. There we go. Both of the inputs are on one side. I do not see that microphone I brought in here for this purpose. Maybe I'll just grab another one. I plug this in. Oh no, that's right. I swapped it. I grabbed the TLM 103 for this purpose. I wanted to test a condenser with this because that's what I normally use, and that's the last thing I used when I had this issue. I love these mics. I got 4 of these. Plugged in. Fan and power. Check 1, 2. Automatically, I can just see the peak light blinking. That's never good. Give it a little volume. Hopefully it doesn't feed back because I'm doing this in here. Oh yeah. That's really distorted. I'm going to record a bit and play it back. This is my distorted voice through a Demeter VTMP-2b preamp. This is my distorted voice through. So yeah, we're obviously having an issue with this thing. Time to turn it off and pull it out. I've seen enough here. Turn it down, fan and power off. If I'm lucky, it'll be just the preamp tube and it'll give me an excuse to order a bunch of tubes from Electro-Harmonics. Or from Mullet or Tongue Soul or whatever I decide to put in here. All right. Off. For now, I'm pretty much done with Pro Tools. I did the testing I needed to do. I'll leave it on for ambience. Why not? Let me unplug everything from the back. There's the power cable for it. Let's unscrew it. Pull it out. See what we see. I don't know if there'll be anything visibly wrong with this, and I don't necessarily have a tube tester, but but I guess half the battle's getting it out, because worst case, I can either take it to somebody and get some help with it, or I could send it into to a repair place. But either way, it has to come out of the rack. I may want to try it again because I did have the gain cranked up. Maybe I'm just not using this correctly. I think we're going to try it again. I think I'm glad I left Pro Tools on now. I'll pull it out still. Maybe we should test this a little bit more before we go ripping it apart. All right, 4 screws. Yeah, pull it by the knobs. That's a great thing. There we go. I'm going to try it one last time. I think I had these gains up too much. This thing's very sensitive with condenser mics. I may want to go back and grab that 421 to see if it distorts with that too. Let me rule out user error before I go making an issue out of something that's not. But I've done a couple sessions and noticed it, so I don't necessarily think it's me. I need an extension. Let's test this again, just to make sure. I overlooked the gain setting on this, and this does get very loud for condenser mics. That's why it could be distorting. That last time it could have been me. But I think also when I was testing it, it was cutting out. So that's why we're here. Try this again. Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. Oh, it does sound a lot better. Check 1 2, check 1 2. No, that still sounds distorted. We're not even peaking. Let me record that. Mute these speakers. Check 1 2. Test number 2 of the distorted Demeter VTMP-2b. Microphone to preamp. 2. Test number 2 of the distorted Demeter VTMP-2b. Microphone to preamp. I don't know. Maybe they call that warm, but no, that's distorted. I wasn't peaking though, because the peak light's not coming on. It clips or you know, it blinks, but it's not like it's constantly being driven. Yeah, I think it's time to open this up. Let me just test channel 2 real quick. Oh, I see 2 tubes glowing in this. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Testing. Check. Check 1 2. Channel 2 doesn't even work at all. Make sure it's not me. Invert the phase to normal. Not that that would matter. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. I'm not getting anything. Let's move it back to 1. Moving this over here, and then this over here. There we go. That's a good sign. This works. It's distorted. Let's see what's going on. We're going to open this up. Power off, turn it down. Put my mic up. Power off. Unplug. All right. Don't do what I do, folks. This is not a how-to, but we're going to open this up and just peek at the circuit board inside. See if there's anything glaringly obviously wrong. Pull these screws off back here, and I think the top will come off. Easy. Rack units are generally easy to open. Voila. It's dusty. There are 5 tubes. Looks really good in there. Let's see. I cannot see. Oh no, I do see something. I see something. Let me get some light on this. I think we found one of the issues. Hopefully we can see this here. Sorry, and the future will have a better setup. That resistor, or what looks like to have been whatever that was, Hopefully y'all can see it. It exploded on the circuit board. That's our problem. All right. Well, that puts this out of commission. I'm seeing if I can find any more in here. But yeah, that's definitely a resistor that popped. So replacing that's going to be a start. Usually those pop for a reason. So maybe something else down the line isn't good. Or, you know, that's like a going to the grid of one of these tubes or something. I don't know. I'm not an electronics expert, but definitely going to consult somebody that is. Or I may just try swapping it, throwing it back in, and see what happens. We'll see. I'll keep y'all posted. Thank you for coming along with me, but we found the issue here. We have a blown resistor, and then I guess I will follow up on this in the future to see, to let y'all know how I intend to resolve this, because this is a cool preamp. Well, was.